Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kelly, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my most favorite drugstore foundation. So I've been trying a lot of different drugstore foundations. I received a comment on one of my videos asking me to rotate some more different products into my videos, and I really took that comment to heart. So I've been looking for the best drugstore products, and I started with foundation. So I have been trying a lot of different foundations from the drugstore, and honestly, a lot of them are really good, but this is one that I feel like is honestly the best full coverage drugstore foundation, and that is the CoverGirl Outlast Active 24-Hour Foundation. This is a long wearing 24-hour foundation that will not clog your pores. It's very lightweight. It is full coverage. And I thought today would be a good day to show you guys in a video how full coverage this foundation is, because I just did a peel yesterday and I have very sensitive skin. So I do have some irritation here from the peel, but my hyperpigmentation is really looking so much better since I started doing these peels. And I'll have to share with you guys the at-home peel that I'm using. But today I'm just going to show the foundation and the coverage. I'm not going to do a wear test. I'm just going to show you guys how amazing the coverage is and the finish. It is very natural looking foundation. It's supposed to be sweat proof, humidity proof. I haven't had a chance, to wear this to the gym, but I am one of those girls who will wear a full face of makeup to the gym. I have no shame in my game when it comes to wearing makeup to the gym. So I'm just gonna start by priming my face with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer, because I did just do a peel. My face really needs a little bit of extra hydration, and this is the most hydrating primer that I have, and I really like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over my face first. And you can see just how sensitive my skin is just from touching it. My cheeks are flushed, and I'm being super gentle. So also, this foundation does not irritate my sensitive skin. It does have a little bit of a smell, but it does not have a fragrance. And in the ingredients on the back, it does not list fragrance. So this is great if you have sensitive skin. It does contain broad spectrum SPF, and this one is SPF 20. So yeah, let's go ahead and apply this, and I'm gonna show you how little of this product that I have to use to get really, really good coverage. When I apply it, I also use a full coverage foundation brush. This one is by Real Techniques. It is from the Brush Crush Series 2 collection, and it is the 301 full coverage foundation brush. So what I do is I use the back of my hand as a palette for my foundation. This is really probably enough to cover my entire face, but I'm just gonna do half of my face first. So I put just a tiny amount onto my brush, and I start with my forehead and I work in sections. So not only is this foundation very affordable, but you also don't need very much to cover your face. You can see I still have a ton of product left on my hand, and I've pretty much almost covered half of my face at this point. So not only is this foundation full coverage with the broad spectrum SPF, it's 24-hour foundation, very long wearing, but they really don't describe this as buildable, and I have found out for myself that this is very, very buildable foundation. See here, still just a little bit of that hyperpigmentation through there. So I'm gonna take some of what's left on my hand, just a little bit, and show you how I build that up, and everything just disappears. I like to build up along my jawline, especially because of my hyperpigmentation, but also I will build it up just a little bit around my mouth. So you can see what a difference this foundation makes in my hyperpigmentation. The tone of my skin is very, very even. It just creates a beautiful blank canvas for the rest of your face. And like I said, this is so super affordable. I just can't believe that I love a foundation made by CoverGirl. I think when I was a teenager, I tried a few different CoverGirl foundations and never really liked them. That was like 20 years ago at this point. So I know that formulations have really improved over the last 20 years. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the other half of my face. And I just wanna show you guys what it looks like before I do that. And I'll be right back after I finish the other half of my face so you can see what a beautiful blank canvas this creates. Okay, so you can really see now over that hyperpigmentation on the other side how freaking full coverage this foundation is. It is gorgeous. It has a super natural looking finish. It looks like skin. It's also glowy. I love that even though this does have a broad spectrum SPF, I don't get flashback from this foundation. So this is something that I definitely would feel comfortable using on makeup clients, especially during the day if they have something they need to be doing during the day, or if they're going to be out all night, because this is very, very long wearing. This foundation does oxidize just a tiny bit. It is not a huge amount. Like, it's not going to change shades. That's another thing that I really love about this, is I would say when it oxidizes that it darkens probably about half a shade. Some foundations will oxidize a full shade darker, but this one I would say definitely about half a shade. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, I'm gonna set this, and I'm gonna show you guys up close what this looks like. All right, so I went ahead and I finished the rest of my makeup, and I'm gonna show you guys like super up close what this foundation looks like so that you can see the finish and the coverage. You guys know I have a lot of hyperpigmentation under this foundation, and I used very little of this foundation to cover it. So guys, you can tell from the super duper up close that this finish is very, very natural. This is not what I would call a matte finish, but it's also not what I would call a dewy finish. It does have a glowy finish, but it does feel nice and dry. This is transfer proof, and like my face feels very, very smooth, not tacky. It's not tacky whatsoever once it dries down. You can see once it oxidizes that it has a little bit better match to my skin. I think that the shade selection is really good for this drugstore foundation. I have read a few complaints that it's hard to find a shade in this foundation that has some of those yellow undertones that I know some of us have. So that could be an issue if you do have yellow undertones in your skin. But for me, it was not difficult at all to find a match for my skin. I mean, I literally just looked at the shades, I held it up to my skin, and I just kind of compared them in the store to find my match. I didn't have to buy more than one to figure out which one was best. And so I was really, really happy about that. Yeah, so hands down, I really feel like the CoverGirl Outlast Active Foundation is the best foundation at the drugstore at the moment, especially if you're looking for a full coverage foundation that you can wear to the gym, running, whatever it is that you are active in. This foundation is just amazing. I love it. I love the price. I love the formulation. I love the finish. I love the coverage. There's nothing that I don't like about this foundation. So like I told you guys, I have a lot of new drugstore products that I feel like are the best drugstore products that you can get at the moment. And I'm going to be sharing those in separate videos because I can talk a little bit more about each product if I do a separate video rather than just trying to show you everything that I have in one video. Also, you know, if you just want to see what the foundation looks like and you don't really care about the mascara, then you can just watch the foundation video. I do have a favorite mascara, a favorite liner, actually two favorite liners. I have favorite lipsticks, favorite brow pencils, and so those are going to be coming up very shortly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, bye guys.